It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I've got my coffee here. I have not been online for quite a period this time, and I thought I would touch base with you, see how you are and how you're feeling, and have a bit of a chat about life and how we get through each day, how we experience happiness. I'm sitting in the lounge room here of the house. This is Adrian's house. Adrian and I are together. Adrian's my partner. I'm in South Australia, in the north, up near around the Barossa region, which is quite beautiful. There is a lot of building going on around me because it's a very popular area. It is somewhat cold. I'm a cold person, so it's somewhat cold. You may know that I was living in Queensland for a while. Hello. You're welcome, Danielle. I was in Queensland for a while, and I have moved to South Australia. I am Victorian. I see there's a request to talk. If you'd like to talk to me, Maddie, feel free. I'm do counselling on Simply Book Me. So just type in Simply Book Me, or you can also go through Adrian or Jody to book in to see me. They will also take appointments as well. So I'm delighted to talk to you, any of you. So the portal is Simply Book Me, or you can book through Jody or Adrian. Thank you, Danielle. What would someone see me for, Danielle? That's a very good question. I have a master's in counselling and an honours in anthropology, honours degree. And I've done 3 years of a master's in health and human behaviour. I didn't finish that one. So I've got 2 degrees in human behaviour. And I've been a specialist mental health worker when I was in Victoria. So that's my background. I've seen that one of you, Maddie, has asked for encouragement. And I think that I'll touch on encouragement. In my meditation this morning, that's my dog you can hear in the background. That's Ruth. Ruth is getting much bigger. In my meditation today, I talked about reassurance. Thanks, Danny. A smart cookie. I love that phrase, a smart cookie. Thanks so much. Actually, Danielle, I'm working with Adrian. He has a delivery and removalist business, and I work with him in a truck now, which I really enjoy. I love getting out. But I also do YouTube, and I'm also a counsellor. Ruthie baby in the background is going to make a lot of noise. I was touching on the concept of encouragement and reassurance. And I know that when I personally struggle in life, or those around me, we want encouragement or reassurance. I can't speak for anyone's individual situation because I know how I feel when certain things happen, certain sad experiences. If we seek encouragement or reassurance, we lose our locus of control. I'm not saying don't do it. It's a very human instinct to do. As humans, we seek the reassurance of the herd. There is no reassurance there. The only encouragement which gives any satisfaction is the encouragement we seek through ourselves. The only reassurance we can gain is that which we receive through ourselves. Now, I'll present a caveat here. If a friend of ours reaches out and says, please give me a reassurance, it's not our role to say, seek it within yourself. That's their role. Our role is to say, I care, I'm here to listen, and encourage that person to find the tools within themselves. But if we say to someone else, hey, you're drowning, just learn to swim. As human beings, we need to practice empathy for others. But as ourselves, we've got to find the satisfaction within ourselves. Does that make sense? It's quite a complex process. Ruthie, I'm going to have to go out to her in a minute and ask her to be quiet. Maddie, absolutely. I'm able to talk to anyone by appointment. So through Simply Book Me, or you can book through Adrian, because I get so many emails now, I no longer can go through them just because of the numbers. But I do try my best. Yes, yeah. It's funny, Danielle, isn't it? Because I think one of the narcissistic features of our society, and I'm really into Stoicism, but one of the things about Stoicism is we're saying, I can only control myself. I control my own mind. But if we say that to somebody else when they're struggling, it's kind of entitled and condescending, or it can be seen that way. So it's about us saying, I can only control myself. I can only reassure myself. Yet if someone has need, it's important to say, I'm here. I hear you. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, Brandon, it's interesting, isn't it? This, and I'm such a big one on Albert Camus existentialist type approach. Do you know what existentialism is? That life is basically absurd, and we work from that premise. I love Albert Camus. And The Plague, I love The Plague. I like Stoicism very much. The balance here, thanks Brandon, is that sometimes Stoicism, I've had some debate about that, the pronunciation. Cognitive Behavioural Therapy as well is the premise that we control our own environment, which is actually correct, but it does not give us permission to say, hey, I know you're drowning, but we control our own environment, so I owe it to you not to help you. So our role is to help others, yet to be aware that the only true way of gaining reassurance is through ourselves. I'm the first one that if I'm feeling anxious, I'll go to Adrian and say, I always do this to him. I say, tell me it'll be okay. And he always says, it'll be okay, Lauren. And I enjoy doing that. But the truth remains, it's only going to be okay if I see it as okay. And it's about me seeing it as okay, not telling somebody else to learn to swim when they're drowning. It's interesting, isn't it? We're herd animals. We're a community not only by nature, but physically we're social. So there are so many physical features we have that are inherently social. So we walk this incredible tightrope where, in order to benefit the community, we focus on our sense of self. Yet we are undeniably communal and have a sense of wanting to belong. Herd mentality, Brandon, I love talking about the herd mentality because, yeah, you know, I did anthropology, and anthropology is the study of social behavior, cultural behavior. And it's so fascinating. You get so many people now saying, especially during the height of COVID, talking about the notion of freedom. And freedom's interesting because you could technically argue there's no such thing as freedom. With freedom, the contention of freedom is that we can do and think anything we want. And we can't, because in order to be social, we compromise in reasonable ways for the good of the herd. So if we were to work towards total freedom, we would be sociopathic, narcissistic, entitled. Now, doesn't mean that we don't move towards freedom, but we understand that by definition, freedom is impossible. It is our version and our understanding of freedom and how we define freedom within the reality that is, the reality that we're herd animals. I missed something there, Brandon. What happened? We're metal. Good night, lads. Oh, Shari, we are not a dissimilar age. Thank you for saying that about the sleep. Thank you, Shari. It is. None of us can tell another person how to feel or how to be. Life can be incredibly difficult. Shari, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. As Brandon says, I think for us to give a cookie cutter, I love that phrase, cookie cutter solution to anyone is not okay. Yet at the same time, we know the solutions, for want of a better word, are to focus on the moment, develop a sense of self, help others, understand that we have limited to no control over our outside environment, and happiness can only be found in the moment. You're welcome, Shari. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shari. There's so much I'd like to say there. I can relate to what you're saying. Yeah. I'm sorry, Shari, also in this public forum, I can see you're in pain. I'd like to really focus on that. In this public forum, it's interesting to do so. I'm reading the comments as I speak, which I always find interesting. I'm live on video and I'm reading your comments. Yeah, it's interesting, the notion, isn't it, of you look back on a particular period and you may think you were happy or sad in that time. And you look back and think, no, I was sad or I was happy. Our sense of awareness is so tenuous, isn't it? Oh, Maddie, I'm sorry you feel that way. I would, that's my speciality. I don't like eating food with saturated fat, and sugar is a poison, and carbs are to be eaten in careful amounts. So that sounds ideal. It sounds like a great situation. All of us, in order to be in optimum health, and Maddie, I'm sorry that you're struggling with this. I am. That sounds like a great plan. None of us want saturated fat. It's a carcinogen. This is my old career. I was a personal trainer and lecturer in the fitness industry. Saturated fat, there's nothing good about it, nothing positive. High carbs upset our mood depending on what we're doing. We need to be careful of low carbs. So we look at keeping our glycemic index balanced. Branded, yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I know where, oh, there's so many comments here. I know where, oh, yeah, this is really, we're all delusional. That's very interesting. Community and self-actualization. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. Yeah, we need to be good for the herd. We need to be self-actualized. Yeah, that's a topic, isn't it? I should devote a video to that. Maddie, there's a lot of literature out, what you're talking about. And again, I don't know your personal experience, so I feel for any pain you experience. You are describing a healthy diet. So there's a lot on that. Yes, very good, Drew Berwacki. I mean, I absolutely love sweet food, but it is so poisonous and it brings me down. I mean, we all have times where we need it, enjoy it. Hey, Eva, but saturated fat just needs to be out, just out. But you know that I have competed 10 times in bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, and I keep attempting to compete again, but my shifting lifestyle has made that somewhat complex. Yeah. I'm getting so many messages here. Hi, Katie. It's a beautiful morning. Yes, corn syrup needs to be completely out. Yeah, I think it should be outlawed. We're moving from cognitive thinking to food here, and you know it's one of my pet topics, MCT. Yeah, we're all delusional, as in that's the account name. The account name is We're All Delusional, talks about MCT oil. I'm really into flaxseed oil, MCT oil, big into coconut oil. I love my olive oil, absolutely. I have been a big one for diet for many years. I was diagnosed, I'm sure you know this, with ADHD when I was young. So if I have very high carbs or sugar, I feel sad. So to me, looking at a quality diet helps support how we feel. And I suppose I found that out when I was about 17 and I left school, went to uni, and I researched what helped me be calm. Grapeseed oil, I've got that one in the, hey Cindy. Oh, I'm wonderful guys, are healthy food. Okay, so I don't normally talk about food, but it's for many years. So I think when I was 17 and started a weight training, I've always weight trained. I've been a little bit haphazard in the last few months, but I'll get back to it. Hey, Cindy. I'll get back to it. It is so important that we eat food to provide or to support ourselves functionally and emotionally. So yummy. So sugar just needs to be out. It just needs to be out. I mean, if somebody is sad and going through a stage of eating sugar, I think we need to forgive ourselves. But there's nothing good about refined sugar. High carbs, nothing good. And it's so destabilizing for our mood. I think that meditation really helps us to feel satiated, feel satisfied. So through, yeah, Katie, so do I. Um, looking at Jihad about books that help lowering hyperactivity of the brain. Okay. All right, Yahid, Jihad. ADHD, and again, I'm not one for labels, not really excited about using labels. I have been diagnosed with ADHD. And I find that meditation and being in the moment, around nature, exercise, eating well, and teaching my mind to focus on one thing at a time helps me through that hyperactivity. Yeah, the ability to slow down. Now, when I say the ability to slow down is the way that I work through hyperactivity, it's an ongoing journey. I am not a slow person. I think fast, I do things fast, that's my nature. It doesn't really serve me, so I've practiced. That's how I got into meditation, and I got into meditation because my children couldn't sleep, and it was to relax my mind. Hey, Jen. I'm just looking at Brandon. Asperger's, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, jihad. I don't have enough moments in the day. So I work with Adrian in the truck at work, and I have been a little bit lacking in producing YouTube videos at the moment, but I've just recorded 5, so they'll come up pretty quickly. Wait a minute, Eva, I'm getting Eva. Oh, thank you, Eva. Yes, reading ward. Asperger's. Yeah, you know that it's a spectrum, and we're all on the spectrum somewhere. And I think we need to take care, and we talked about this before, whatever you want to do is okay. I am reticent to use a label because then we place ourselves in a box with sides rather than see ourselves as the effervescent, iridescent, multicolored souls that we are. Yes, Drew Bewaki, I don't believe, it doesn't believe in the spectrum. I'd really like to read that. Yeah, that's so contentious because we can have developmental hyperactivity. We can have hyperactivity eventuating or resulting from trauma, PTSD, genetics. So it's complex. And as soon as we use one word, so I'll just get that at Drew Barawaki, as soon as we use one word such as spectrum, Asperger's, ADHD, which I'm using right now. Yeah. These can be helpful to categorize. It can be helpful to categorize. But as long as we are gaining from the categorizing, not pigeonholing. Reading these, yeah. Yes. Oh, thank you, Shari. Much love to you, to the account We're All Delusional. It's funny, there's an account here with making really clever comments called We're All Delusional. So it makes me sound like I'm saying We're All Delusional. It's the account name. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yeah, Jacinda. I'm getting so many messages now. I don't want to not spend enough focus on each message. They're so fast now. Thanks, Drew Bawaki. Okay, well, I might finish off in a moment. So I'm working with Adelaide Delivery Services. Look that up. They do delivery and removals. And I work in a truck and I love it. I'll send some videos of me in the truck. Thanks, Jacinda. I will continue to do YouTube and I'm going to work really hard to do lives. Thank you, Maddie. I have 5 recordings done. It takes about, I don't know, 6 to 12 to 15 hours to edit each one. So there's 5 waiting to be edited. Thanks. Oh, okay. What would you like videos of, Drew Bawaki? Me in the truck or you meditation? Truck driver. You're a truck driver, Jacinda? Thank you. Yeah, I got my heavy, rigid truck license and I was so excited. Okay, I'll do stuff in the truck. I might do a live in the truck. Would you like that? That'd be pretty cool. The middle path. Thank you, Shari. mantra and driving. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I'm home at the moment, but I'll do one in the truck, a live in the truck. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? There's something so physical about being in a truck, and I just love it. And I love the team at, you can look them up, Adelaide Delivery Services in South Australia. And they deliver furniture and things and do house moves. When you deliver stuff and you deliver furniture to someone, they're so excited. I really love it, traveling around South Australia in a truck, delivering furniture, and people are so excited to receive the furniture. It's so awesome. I just love it. Yeah, heavy machinery. I've got to think about heavy machinery, a real thing. Anyway, let's finish up. I'm here. I'm always here. I may go through stages where I post less, but I'm here. I'm here to stay. Getting older. It's interesting to look at my early videos and now as I age. Such an interesting thing. Guys, be safe. Look after you. How big is the truck? I'll take a photo of it and stick it up. Katie, I'll do a live in the next couple of days around the truck for you. It's a heavy truck, so I'll do a video of it for you. What drew me to mental health? I think, well, I've always been interested in it. My father was a refugee who became a judge and struggled with PTSD. See, I'm labeling him. He wouldn't like that. He had night terrors he had memories of being in a bunker and there was bombs in the bunker when he was 6 and many memories. So it was Dad's experience. And then it was my marriage. The experiences I had through that further increased my interest. But I've done the Myers-Briggs test shows that I'm suited to counselling. So I guess it's always been me to be interested in mental health. But I guess beyond that, it's my dad's, I just so adore my father, his experience with being a refugee, and then the way my marriage ended was very painful for me. Yeah, I love that, Jihad. That's awesome. Hey. Okay, so I will do one in the truck soon for you. Yeah, from Adelaide Delivery Services. There you go. I'm giving them a plug. Adelaide Delivery Services, based in presently Wingfield in South Australia. They're a lovely family team. I'm just so privileged to be part of it. Yeah, I love, Brandon, where we have a live and we don't all agree or we have different versions of seeing something. There's nothing better than healthy debate. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish up now in a few seconds. Much love to you all. And yes, I'll do one in the truck, which I'm so excited about. That's nice that you say that, Brandon. Come over to Australia and see what you think then. Helena? Hello, Helena? I'm sorry that's been your experience, Helena. Yeah, love a healthy debate. I'm getting lots of messages quickly, so if I don't acknowledge you, I'm so sorry. I'm on my mobile phone and it's really small. Thank you. Okay, Tennessee. My sister lived in Tennessee for many years, Brandon. Okay, love you all. Speak soon.